Welcome everyone. And today's topic that I really chose was illusions. So what is illusion? Illusion means that what I am seeing or thinking is not true. So in this picture at the right, if you see a face of a person, it is your problem. It is actually your illusion. There is no face there. There are two houses and some trees, fallen trees or something, and something is here and there. But it is possible that we will be really looking like a face coming there. So this is exactly what we are also seeing in this world. This world, the way we are seeing is not the way actually. It's not true. So illusion is inherent and attached to Maya. Maya means what is not true. So this world is filled with Maya. All the material worlds are actually filled with Maya. And we the jivas, due to our weakness, we fall as a victim under the Maya. And now we are actually being born in so many worlds, Brahmandas, and we have been wandering. But now we are on this earth. So while we are on this earth, we are going through, actually right now on this world, we are going through some very strange time. And we are witnessing so many things, and mostly we are seeing only problems. Climate changes are threatening the earth like one never happened before. And according to the scientific projections, earth is heading towards a point of potential destruction due to climate change caused by human activity. I am not saying this is scientists are saying. Because the rising temperatures leading to extreme weather events and mass species extinction and potential ecosystem collapse. If significant action is not taken to mitigate all these problems that we are doing, the future is going to be really very, very bad. So this world become uninhabitable. As it probably happened to the Mars, and there are other planets around we are seeing. I think we, the human beings, were there before and exploiting left and right. And finally, it becomes completely useless. And everything becomes extinct. And then then we have to wait for the pralaya. Pralaya means that is the time of destructions. Everything will be recreated. So this is the situation. And for example, Ukraine war does not seem to end. More frictions are developing among countries. Nuclear doomsday is now only 100 seconds to midnight or something like that. Gas, the petrol shortage is everywhere. Inflation is so high. Now recession seems to be on the way. Food shortages are looming in many places. Actually, countries are declaring even bankruptcy. But anyway, so this is going in. So now we are in the Kali Yuga. So everyone is, sometime or other, will be always facing these miseries one after another. But why this is happening? Because in Kali Yuga, lust and greed are predominant. People do not know what is need and what is greed. So this is the problem. They do not understand the difference between need and greed. In Kali Yuga, we exploit everything. We exploit our body, trying to get maximum enjoyment possible. We exploit our earth to rob everything due to our greed to enjoy. We also kill so many animals to satisfy our tongues and bellies. We are manufacturing too much and making so much of junk. So demons can be killed, but the plastics by the scientists can never be destroyed, it seems. Look at our own garage and home and see how much junk we have. I add all the junk in this world. It is enormous. Who do all these come from? From manufacturing. Also, so much of oil and everything we consume and destroying the forests. We also exploit others. People cheat others. It is said that cheating is the root of every business. Nowadays, if you do not know how to cheat others, your business will die. Another big epidemic is the booming of mental illness, depression, anxiety, anxiety disorders, bipolar disorders, idiopathic developmental intellectual disability, contact disorders, and autism. All these are some of the mental illnesses. Recent data shows that the highest depressive disorder seems to be now pointing to India, in fact. And the highest depression rate is in the Tamil Nadu. In India alone, officially so many millions of people are suffering with mental illness. And it is ever increasing, and it will be way high now. According to the Newsweek report, even though by material progress, India is said to be, become number one in 2025 or so, it is said that also by 2025, India will be also the number one in mental illness pandemic. So in Vedic times, Bharat Bhumi, now India, used to be the number one in living in happiness because we had a Vedic way of living. We had a devotion at the center. Simple living and high thinking was the root of our inner happiness. Now what happened? We do high living and no thinking at all. We copy the Western culture. We do not follow our own Vedic culture. And the only big result we have got is that, yes, we are going to be number one in mental illness. This is what Bharat is going to be. So I am not the only one who is saying this.
No wonder our world today is sadder than it's ever been. And I'm not making this sweeping assumption. I'm simply referring to the latest Gallup survey. It has found that the world is unhappier and more stressed than ever before. How did Gallup conclude this? By speaking to adults in 122 countries and asking them about their experiences. 42% of adults said that they were worried, 41% were stressed, 31% were hurting physically, 28% were sad, and 23% were angry.
What exactly going on? So on the other hand, we are boasting about our standard of living. We are manufacturing robots. Robots. I will tell you something. If you have a robot at your home, eventually robots are going to be everywhere. Already, there was in China, there was a robotic, exhibition, big exhibition. There are now the companies are coming with so many things, and if you end up in having a robot to protect your house or to take care of your house, somebody like these people who are actually trying to really steal information from your computer, these guys can really program your robot to even kill you. They can do that. So we are actually boasting nanotechnology, robotics, medical breakthroughs, faster communication, software engineering, computer programming. But the question is, what is the use of all this if we are not getting happy? The reality is that even if there is some flickering happiness, the overall truth is that this world is dukkhalayam. For the worldly people, of course. If Lord Krishna says that our world is dukkhalayam, and if the materialistic people, scientists, they say we can make our earth happy and live very happily, that means we are challenging Krishna. Krishna is challenging this dukkhalaya, and we are trying to challenge him. Is it possible? Because we are in illusion. That is the topic for today. We are immersed in many illusions. That is why Srila Prabhupada is saying, in the path of perfection, he says, in this material world, all conditioned souls are under illusion. Our spoiled life, adapting to Western culture, is the culprit. We are blindly adapting to the Western culture. It is due to illusion. So today, yes, this is what it is. Illusion, illusion. In Sanskrit, illusion is actually called pramada. Pramada. So who are the praise for this pramada illusion? Yes, exactly. As Prabhupada is saying, a very materially conditioned human being. They are the prey. And why this illusion happens? It is due to the defects in the materially conditioned jivas. Those jivas who have really fallen down to try to enjoy this material world. And this is how the whole defects actually starts from. The root cause is, I want to enjoy away from Krishna. And that itself is the first primary cause of this false ego starts. And then we are developing so many nonsense. And there are 4 kinds of defects that are mentioned in the Vedic scriptures. Brahma, Brahma means committing mistakes. Human beings commit mistakes. To err is human, that's what they say. So that is Brahma. Brahmada is actually illusion that we are talking about. They think that what is wrong is they think that it is right. This is what is actually all about pramada. What is true, what is false, they are thinking true, and the vice versa. And the third defect is vipralipsa. Vipralipsa means cheating propensity, exploiting for our own favor. We can see how the exploitation is actually killing our earth. I really mentioned that. So this is vipralipsa. For our sake, we want to do everything, anything, whatever, exploitation. Then the fourth one is karana patava. Karana patava means we have imperfect senses. So imperfect senses mean it will lead to imperfect knowledge. So our eyes cannot see what is at very distance or very small. Look at the aeroplane is flying all the way high, but it looks very small. Is it really small? It is not, because we are seeing a perspective vision, not the real one. We cannot see across wall. Can we? No, we cannot see. We cannot even see at the dark. Without the light, we cannot see anything. And our senses can perceive only a tiny part of the big visual spectrum. Because the visual spectrum, as the scientists are saying, it really goes from all the way from infrared to the ultraviolet. And and beyond the left side and on the right side, what we are seeing is small spectrum that is of visible light. And this side, that side, big thing, we do not have any idea what it is. So now talking about illusion, how many kinds of illusions are there? There are so many. So many. Actually, I'm just putting something, you may see that this shape is moving. If you really look at that, there is a movement going on, but actually nothing is moving. There is no depth also. It's just a plain painting. But see how our eyes are actually looking at, saying that, there are some deep levels are there. But it is just a plain painting. I will pick only just 5 most common illusions. The first illusion is, this is what Srila Prabhupada always talking about is, always talking about is, you are not the body. So the first illusion is that we think that we are our bodies. People think that that we are Indian or American or European or Russian or Nigerian or African. So they say, people think that I am black, I am white, or I am brown. So we identify ourselves with our names. Smith, Bob, Kathy, Venkat, whatever it is. Or sometimes male or female. But actually the fact is, we don't have any of those. We may say we are doctor, engineer, lawyer, scientist. I am a English speaking Tamilians or Malayalis, whatever it is. But the thing is, no. This, because Jiva has nothing to do with that. So even if someone tells that we are not the body, we do not realize that. This is the problem. That is why Srila Prabhupada always used to say, again and again, he was always preaching the same thing. You are not the body, you are not the body, you are not the body. But the realization hasn't really come, even though we are hearing. This is the problem. So the knowledge is theory and the realization is practical. So knowledge is jnana and realization is vijnana. So knowledge is here, vijnana is in the heart. It has to come down. It has to really bring down, and that becomes vijnana. So knowledge in the brain, but realization is in the heart. So illusion is so bad in the Western and materially advanced countries where material education is very, very high. That's a problem. And the second illusion people have is that they think that this world belongs to me. My family belongs to me. My children belong to me. Some religions, especially those are in line with Abrahamic root, claims that this earth itself is their real heaven. So our attachment to this temporary world is so strong in us. And we do not want to leave this world. But my question is, did you know about this world before you were born here? And was this earth in your plan to come and be born here? Did you choose your own father and mother? Did you know them already? Did you even choose your own body out of 8.4 million types of species? The hard truth is that everything has been forced on you. You had no relation to this earth, where you will be hardly living for few years. Even if you live for 100 years, in this kala, this is just a bursting time of a bubble. But we think that this world belongs to us. So the fact that you have been wandering through millions of universe, and in every planet we were born in any form of life. You thought that that planet belonged to you too. And do you still have ownership of those places where you were born before? No. Then how can we claim that this world belongs to us? That is insane. We boast that we have this property and that property. I have this and that, this house, this bungalow, this car, that everything. We claim that this is our own home and country. We think that this is my life. This is my everything. Everything belongs to me, my wife and husband. We think so and so is our son or daughter. And we think that so and so are our relations. Did we arrange all these people did you arrange by yourself? Some even say that marriage is determined in heaven. This is totally nonsense. People talk. Actually, Hindus especially, they say marriage is arranged in heaven. As if they know everything. No Shastra says that. This is how they do. All illusions. Marriage have nothing to do with any heaven. These are all arranged in this life by our past or present karma. So you see somebody and then, I want to marry. That's it. This is your problem. So isn't it a big illusion about our relation in this world? To this world and all the relatives? And third illusion, I am here to enjoy this material world. Of course, it is a fact that everyone wants to enjoy. No one wants to suffer. But what is the reality? Everyone actually suffers. We can ask this question to everyone who have lived through the life for a longer duration. What do they say? No, I had only suffered in this life. This is what they say when they are on the deathbed. So in a nutshell, this world is mixed with flickering happiness and more miseries. I am not saying this. Lord Krishna, who is behind all the creation, says this. Maham gupetya punarjanma dukkalayam ashashvatam napnuvandi mahatmanaha sansittim paramam gata. So this temporary world is full of miseries. It is dukkhalayam. These places of constant problems. What are they? Adhyatmika, Adibhautika and Adidevika. You have heard this again and again and again. But if you try to make this Dukkalayam to Swarkalayam, then you are challenging Krishna. You try to improve the standard of living, but your soul is suffering more and more. And many people, especially the young people, think, oh, I am in control. This is the fourth illusion that I am bringing it here. I am in control and nothing can happen without my will. They drive the car and most of the 70% of the accidents actually happen because of the teenage. But we all know it is, whatever they are saying is no, they are not in control. Most of the accidents are caused by the young people only. We thought they were in control. And look at the school shootings, street shootings, wars, terrorism, nuclear war. See, look at it. If the nuclear war happens, everything is finished. And today we think that we are healthy, and tomorrow a catastrophe comes to our health. You want to eat so much of delicious food, but then you get diabetes. You want to drink and enjoy, Sprite, Pepsi, all kinds of things, and now your liver is going to be finished. Do you know that the liver to transplants are shooting up actually? Shooting up. Now they are already trying to even manufacture the artificial livers, artificial hearts. What is the use of all these things? When you really have artificial heart, you have to also carry a battery along with you. Which really does some way it really gives the energy there. This is crazy. You were okay until last year, and now your kidney is dead. You were okay last month, but this month diagnosed with heart problem. Yesterday my friend was okay, and today he died of cardiac arrest. Last month, so many things we are hearing. So anything can happen to any time, to anyone, anytime. A tornado comes and then your home is gone. A lightning strikes and you may be also gone. So this place is of constant problems. I am not posing a pessimistic view, but telling the truth. I am only just expanding what was said in Gita. Krishna has made this world with Adhyatmika, Adibhautika and Adidevika. And he says that this is Dukkhalaya. Do not go there. That's what he's saying. You come to me, he's saying. But what we did, we came here and got into these illusions. So we decided to come here. And with so many uncertainties, how can I assume that I am safe? How can I say I am in control? Actually, we are under the control of Maya and our senses. This is what is really, we are controlled by, not we are in control. We are tightly trapped and not be able to escape. And here is the fifth illusion. That's what I wanted to cover only 5 because we don't have much time. I won't die now. Now, I am putting word now. I will die. You may think, yes, I have to die. But not today, not tomorrow, not the next month, not next year. So because every year you are looking for the happy birthday. Once a Brahmin came to King Yudhishthira and asked for some donation, some money. And King Yudhishthira said, hey, today I cannot give, come tomorrow. I promise. I promise that surely I will give tomorrow. Bhima was hearing this one. He immediately declared, wow, King Yudhishthira has conquered death. When King Yudhishthira was asked, why are you saying this? Because you are so sure that you will live tomorrow. And you promised that Brahmana also to come tomorrow. This means you have conquered the death. What guarantee you have that you will live for tomorrow? And you know the story when King Yudhishthira himself was stranded with 4 of his brothers half dead on the poisonous lake. One of the questions asked by the ghost was, what is the greatest wonder in this world? Yudhishthira answered that time, the most wonder in this world is that everyone around you is dying every day, every time, every minute, every second. So many people are dying. But we think we will never die now. I will be going on until for some time, whatever. Even when they are, so sick, 90 years old, still they are thinking about the business, how we can grow the business, how can become this and that. This is the greatest wonder in this world, is that people think that they will never die now. I mentioned only about few of the illusions, just 5. However, it is interesting to know that no defects we can find in sages or pure devotees. The sages even know the past, of course, present and also future as well. So, Brahma, Brahmada, Vipralipsa, Karana Patava, Arsha Vinya, Vakya Nahi Dosha Yei Sabha. Mistakes, because I talked about the 4 defects in the beginning. Mistakes, illusions, cheating, and defective perceptions do not occur in the sayings of the authoritative sages. This is why the scriptures revealed by the sages are defect-free. As they are beyond all these defects, they see the things in reality. I selected 5. Now the question comes, how can I be free from these illusions? The answer is found in so many scriptures. Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and so many. And in the nutshell, this is what they will say. Take shelter of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Then He will give you the knowledge to remove the illusion. Tesham sadatta yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayandite. To those who are constantly devoted to me and serving me with love, I make them illusion free. Because I give the spiritual knowledge by which they can come to me. He's not going to give a knowledge how to make a sophisticated robot. He's not going to give that knowledge. No. In fact, Arjuna was actually asked, to give a favor by a Maya Dhanavana. So because he helped in his war or something. And then Maya Dhanavana said, I will really give you the knowledge, the material knowledge, so that you can really make so many wonderful things. Krishna said, don't get into those. That was how he advised. So that means we have to be very careful what is the real knowledge that we have to aspire for. That is spiritual knowledge. Then also, and also Krishna says that He will give parajnana only to His devotees. But how can I become a devotee to Krishna and then get all this spiritual knowledge? Is by taking shelter under a bona fide guru. It also says that, right? Tatvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshyanti de jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. You approach and take shelter under a guru and he will teach you the truth. Not illusion. Not this, what truth? Truth about your devotion and what is the real thing, not the illusion thing. He's not going to tell you, all right, okay, I will arrange you to really live for a longer time. I will arrange you to really, have a lot of money, in the investment. See, there are gurus who are advising which stock market to really invest. This is atrocious going on. This is not that kind of guru that Krishna is talking about. This guru will teach you the truth and remove your ajnana. What is ajnana? Ajnana is the illusions which we are talking about. There are many illusions. That is why we first pray like this. Om ajnana dimirandasya jnananjana salakaya sakshurun miritam yena tasmai sri gurave namaha. Your guru does not, see, because because the guru will be the only one who is really going to open up our eyes. He is going to do the major cataract operation. We may be going through so many cataract operations, like this, and what is that? That is you see better in this world, you see. That is not the operation that Guru is doing. Guru removes. That operation is very, very complex. He removes our illusion and teaches the Shastras and truths. So thus, He removes our ajnana, which is illusions. So our spiritual knowledge dispels our illusion. One may think, I have 3 PhDs, now I am a DSc and all those things. Actually, do you think that those degrees will remove the illusion? No. Actually, only it will make only the illusions even worse. Because you are going intense into the material side. There are 2 kinds of jnana. Jada jnana and para jnana. Jada jnana is the material knowledge. That we study in the schools, colleges, postgraduate and so on. That's what many people are just burning their time only on that. But it has no way to remove our real problem, that illusion. And as I said, it only increases our illusion. The more we go into the material knowledge, jada jnana, the more we become illusioned. You go to MIT, Carnegie Mellon, and they will make you an astika, I will tell you. You just send your children to MIT, Carnegie Mellon, what will become? They will become an astika. Most of it, mostly, this was 99%. So that's was the reason I wanted to abandon these all kind of material teachings. No. And technical and higher material education will make sure that they will remove your spiritual eyes actually. So the advancement in Jada Jnana has no value in removing illusion. But when we get the Parajnana, the spiritual knowledge, our illusions will be gone. They will simply vanish. Because that's what you're saying, right? You bring a light, darkness goes away. It's not that you take a bucket and then, just to take the bucket of darkness out, it doesn't work. You bring a light and automatically darkness goes away. All the illusion will be gone. So when a spiritual knowledge like the brilliant light comes, all our illusions disappear. When the light comes, darkness is automatically dispersed. We don't have to empty the darkness by using buckets. It is simply. So now let us look at the truth in contrary to what we saw. What is illusion? I am this body is illusion. And what is the truth? I am a spirit soul. So when the Parajnana comes from Sri Guru, we will realize that the truth, in truth we are not we are not bodies, but we are Atma, the soul. We will realize that we are Satchit Ananda. And our real happiness is when we escape from this birth and death and from these Maic worlds. Only by the grace of Guru that we can realize that. And we can realize our eternal position as a Jiva, and to be also realized as the eternal servant to Lord Krishna. This is what the real knowledge is. See, Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nitya Dasa. Illusion number 2 is what? This world belongs to me. But the truth is, this world does not belong to me. This world is just but one of our millions of worlds that we have been wandering through. Brahmanda, Brahmite, Kona. Unlimited planets we have gone through. We were born and dead so many times. As we were born here, our death is inevitable. So we should never have any attachment or ownership to this world and relations. Whatever that comes to us due to Bhagavan's arrangement, we simply use. But we should not get attached to any on this material world. Because it is just a temporary in. Like suppose we are going for a journey, a long journey. From one place to one end to the other end, we are trying to go. This is like our journey of the soul. And on this earth, sometimes we have to take rest for the day, for the night. We have to stay in the inn. But just because the inn is really broken, it is not good. It is not that you are not going to really change the sofa, change the furnitures, paint the walls, this and everything. We are not going to, because next day you are going to leave. You are going to continue your journey. So the same way, this is just like that one night that we are here. One day we are here. We should not be really trying to make this earth to be a comfortable place for us to stay, because this is just like that one day night we are staying in the inn and then get out. That's it. So claiming that, oh, this is my property, this is my home, this is my father, this is my mother, this is my wife and husband, son, daughter, relation and so on, no use. We should only be attached to Bhagavan and his holy places, not this place. Who is our wife? Who is our son? Katava kanda kastana tavatanaya siramatiriyetan mriti manuganaya ahahim atyana pasyasi maranam tava para brindavanam ika sharanam. This is Vrindavana Mahimavarta from Prabodhananda Saraswati is saying, who is your wife? And who is your son? Use your intelligence and consider how many days are left in your life. Alas. Why don't you see that death? See that death is ready to devour even today. If you are intelligent, then your shelter is the supreme abode of Vrindavana and Lord Krishna. Illusion 3. What is the illusion? I am here to enjoy this world. But what is the truth? I am not an enjoyer in this world. The truth is not that as a soul, we do not have anything to enjoy in any material world. We are a spirit soul. And hence we are spiritually situated. So our enjoyment can be only in the spiritual world, not in the material world. Because the spiritual world is eternal and permanent. But unfortunately, we are trying to seek enjoyment in the wrong place, where there is nothing. Material enjoyment is flickering. It's not an enjoyment, it's a nerve tickling. It's just a tickling of the nerve, that's all. We see something, oh, very nice. It's a nerve tickling only happening. And mind is the one which is really trying to, oh yeah, that's what is happening. It's not, soul is not. It's not real enjoyment. So only in the spiritual world, the real enjoyment exists. We, the jivas, are the property of Krishna. We all came from Krishna, and by serving to Krishna, we become really happy. That is the only enjoyment that we talk about. So the real and permanent happiness comes only by serving Krishna. And another one is, what was the illusion number 4? I am in control in this world. This is the typical, the teenage, this is what happened. But the fact is, anything can happen.
देखिए एक महिला लोकल ट्रेन से उतरते वक्त गाड़ी के नीचे आते आते बची। ये देखिए साड़ी खिंचती चली गई। गनीमत ये रही कि आरपीएफ के 2 जवानों ने इस महिला की जान आखिरी वक्त में बचा ली। ये लोकल ट्रेन है और लोकल ट्रेन के दरवाजे में महिला की साड़ी फंसने से
It's a nightmare that seems to be happening more and more. Pedestrians being hit by cars, trucks, and buses.
Well, we do not have to explain all these things. This happens. Everyday news. This is how the whole media industry is actually surviving. Then another one is, what was the illusion? I may not die now. I will finish this. Actually, in fact, I don't know whether I will be able to finish the Harikatha today. It is only the will of the Lord. So we may die at any time. We never know when our last breath is going to come. Yeah, he's giving a good. He's a very, very famous person. Look at what is happening. All of a sudden, he was giving a speech like me, and finished. News announcer. Yeah, she's very happy that she's really talking all kinds of things for the day, and all of a sudden, what happens? Finished. That is it. So anything can happen to us anytime. But if we are spiritually situated, free from illusion, by the mercy and power of Guru, we will understand this is the nature of this earth. So, what is ignorance and what is knowledge? This ignorance is the illusions that is coming from, and the knowledge is basically that will clear it there. So ignorance and knowledge. I am this body is ignorant. I am a spirit soul is the knowledge. I am this body is ignorant. I am a spirit soul is the knowledge. I am the master is ignorant. I am a servant is the knowledge. I am the master is ignorant. I am a servant is the knowledge. Worlds came from nothing is ignorant. They came from Krishna is the knowledge. Worlds came from nothing is ignorant. They came from Krishna is the knowledge. World is for mine is ignorant. Krishna is its owner. Krishna is its owner is the knowledge. World is for mine is ignorant. Krishna is its owner is the knowledge. Animals have no soul is ignorant. All souls are divine is the knowledge. Animals have no soul is ignorant. All souls are divine is the knowledge. Eating meat is very ignorant. Honoring prasadam is the knowledge. Eating meat is very ignorant. Honoring prasadam is the knowledge. Krishna came from Maya is ignorance. Maya is his servant is the knowledge. Krishna came from Maya is ignorant. Maya is his servant is the knowledge. Krishna is avatar is ignorant. He is the supreme is the knowledge. Krishna is avatar is ignorant. He is the supreme is the knowledge. We have one life is ignorant. We had many lives is the knowledge. We have one life is ignorant. We had many lives is the knowledge. Worshipping demigods is ignorant. Worshipping Krishna is the knowledge. Worshipping demigods is ignorant. Worshipping Krishna is the knowledge. Praying for our Sheikh is ignorant. Giving us to Krishna is the knowledge. Praying for our Sheikh is ignorant. Giving us to Krishna is the knowledge. Living for myself is ignorant. Living for Krishna is the knowledge. Living for myself is ignorant. Living for Krishna is the knowledge. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. So now today we have seen the illusion what we have, or this big illusion means what? It's our ignorance. And the knowledge, what is the knowledge? So this is what Krishna is telling that you get from through Guru. But one may ask, yes, I am in ignorance. I am really worried about myself. But how can I be in peace and happiness? The answer is devotional life. Only a devotional life can give us the real peace and happiness, nothing else. Not the robotics and not the standard of living high, nothing is going to give. One may live for thousands of kalpa. Kalpa means, Brahma's day is also called a day, and also his entire lifespan is also called. So one kalpa means one day, full day, day and night. But one may live thousands of kalpas without Krishna Bhakti. But if one lives as a Krishna Bhakta, even for just 5 days, he is more auspicious than the other soul. Jivitam Krishna Bhaktasya Varam Panchadi Nanicha Natu Kalpa Sahasrani Bhakti Nasya Keshave. Look at what he's saying. It is most auspicious to live in this world, even for 5 days as a Bhakta of Sri Krishna. Whereas it is not at all auspicious to live in this world for thousands of kalpas without bhakti to Sri Keshava. One kalpa is 4.32 plus 4.32 is equal to 8.64 billion earth years. You may be living. What is the use? Standard of living, this economy, this development, that development. I have thousands of, every Janma you may be doing to so many PhDs and this everything. You may be getting Nobel Prize. What is the use? Trash. There is no use. So whatever we think that we see that the happiness, what is the happiness? By eating nonsense all the time, here, there, everything, running here and there like a dog. What is the use? What is the use? There are two kinds of happiness. The one at the left is what people think it is happiness. But actually it is only mind tickling. It comes from the gross body due to nerve tickling and goes to the mind. There it stops. It does not go down to the soul. Eating delicious meal, hearing of pop music, seeing a movie, etc. originate from sense organs and stops at the mind. It cannot penetrate to the underneath the soul. No. These do not make our soul happy. Only our mind may be nerve tickling. It's not happy actually. It's mind tickling only. So according to all the scriptures, this is no happiness at all. Spiritual happiness belongs only to the soul. And when the soul is purified by sadhana, the real happiness is revealed. Soul is itself Satchidananda. You don't have to go anywhere for happiness. It is there. But for the Bhatta Jivas, it's covered by Maya. This is what the illusions that we are running into now because of that. When we do the 9 angas of Bhakti Sadhana, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Atmani, Vedanam, the soul slowly comes back to its original state of purity. Then it radiates its nature to the mind. Because the soul is inside. And through the mind it also shows the ecstatic symptoms on the body. It pierces through the mind and shows that even in the body. And our angas, all the indriyas all become very enlightened. There's glow. You can see this at the rite exhibited by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Also, if you see the diagram, the directions of the material happiness and the spiritual happiness are opposite. They are opposite. Also, the material happiness is temporary and spiritual happiness is everlasting. Even though we cannot compare. One is a tiny dust and other is a gold mountain. Gold mountain. And when one reaches the spiritually awakened state, the happiness experienced is immense. And divine radiations emanate. That also attracts other living beings from their soul. And you see how even the animals are naturally attracted when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was near to them. And in fact, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was walking through the Jarikanda forest, His chanting and vibrations made all the animals to dance in ecstasy. This divine happiness pertaining to our soul comes only by our loving sentiment to Krishna and our loving devotional service to Krishna. Krishna is the God of love. Why? Because he's the one controlled by love. He doesn't need all kinds of big bada temples or something, big festival. No, he wants only love. Gopis don't build temples like, whatever that we are trying to do. No. See, look at it. Very simple. Gopis are very simple. But he is controlled by them. So he can be attracted only by our love. That's what we teach in Gokul Bhajan. We simply teach us how to revive our original loving nature to Krishna. We teach art of loving Krishna. We do not teach art of living. But art of loving. Art of living is selfish. You do sadhana, this yoga, that yoga, this yoga. You try to enjoy this world and try to extend your stay as much as possible. That is art of living. That the other sadhus, they are saying they are sadhus, also trying to teach. This is nonsense. Art of living is selfish. It is to receive something for us. That's not what we teach. The art of living also sing bhajans, but only to make yourself happy, them happy, not Krishna. So, but art of loving is selfless. It is to give and give, not to get anything from Krishna for us. Art of loving is applicable only to Krishna, not for any god. We can all many different bhavas, loving sentiments to him. By making him happy, I am happy at the soul. Krishna is happy, I am happy, everybody is happy. He is God of love and I am just immersed in that love. And he is the only one who has all the 64 qualities. So getting back to our topic, when we fully surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna through a proper spiritual master, there are so many things, claiming that they are gurus. But we have to get a proper guru, authentic guru. Then our soul will awaken. Otherwise, you will be dealing only with the politics and this and everything, money, this, everything. No, this is not the way. Only an authentic guru can remove our illusions. And Lord Krishna then takes control of us. He removes all our illusions. Anyway, so because through guru, he has to remove all the illusions. And he removes all our worries. He is the ultimate protector. No one else can protect as good as Lord Krishna. But we have to surrender fully to get there. Actually, a pure devotee does not even ask for even favor from Krishna. That is why in our sampradaya, we don't even sing Namaste Narasimhaya Sutra. Why need protection? I want to protect Krishna. Yashoda is thinking, no, Krishna is not protecting me, I am protecting him. This is the proper bhakti. So once we reach the stage of full surrender, nothing can bother us. Just look at the life of Mirabai. We can see her position through her sweet bhajans as well. Was she ever in illusion? No. Did the poison that she was forced to drink make any effect on her? No. Why? Because she had reached such that high level. But even Lord Brahma was in illusion. But this illusion is nothing to do with the illusion we are talking about. This is because Lord Krishna wanted to do some pastimes. So it was induced by Yoga Maya. But if we see that from the Brahma Vimohana of the Srimad Bhagavatam, right, in the canto describing, we think that he is an illusion, but actually he is actually working as a instrument for Krishna to play the role. And Prema Bhaktas will never get in touch with illusion. Why? Because they are possessed by a very unique jewel. It is called Krishna Prema. When the Krishna Prema comes, illusion runs far away and far away. So based on the Harikatha segment by Srila Gurudeva, a great devotee from Nigeria posted this. So he is comparing the sentiment of Lord Brahma to the gopis. Okay, this came from Nigeria. Nigeria devotees are amazing. Amazing. So it said, in the prayers of Lord Brahma in Srimad Bhagavatam, we see that Lord Brahma addressed Krishna as an absolute truth. But the gopis called Krishna a big liar. Lord Brahma addressed Krishna that from whom everything comes from. But Mother Yashoda called him a thief who go to the houses of gopis and steal. Lord Brahma addressed Krishna as an embodiment of full freedom. But Mother Yashoda bound and tied Krishna to a wooden mortar. Lord Brahma addressed Krishna as a refuge of all and is worshipped by all. But gopis commanded Krishna that he should worship their lotus feet. And Krishna in fact did it. All the powerful prayers composed by Lord Brahma did not satisfy Krishna. But the scoldings, they were called Dibachi. The scoldings of gopis were like Amrit, so sweet to Krishna. Why? He saw the deep love, the prema. So they had everything in opposite. Look at that. Lord Brahma realized that his big post of Brahma was actually useless. And he bitterly wept, I don't want to be a Brahma. I just want to be one of the loving associates of Krishna. So he came as Harikatha Thakur to associate with the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Lord Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radharani. He even forced punishment on him to be beaten in 22 marketplaces by Muslims. This was his position. That Brahma was right. We see that is illusion. But to compare the gopis. But the gopis, no trace of illusion. So do not live and die in illusion. So we should become a prema bhakta and live with Krishna prema. But not everyone can give that. You need a proper sadhu. Then we will be automatically free of illusion. You may be reading all kinds of scriptures, doing this and all the Vaiti Bhaktis. So many things, difference are there. That is there. But you need someone who can take you to the ultimate and really give the wonderful gift that we cannot get it easily. But what is blocking us from being a Prema Bhakta of Lord Krishna? It is our stupid mind. Our mind is immersed in illusion. In fact, illusion is the staple food of our materialistic mind. That's why Srila Prabhupada used to say, you take your shoe every day morning, beat your head, beat on your head. Night also, you stupid mind. The mind is a problem. That is why Mana Shiksha is that we have to do. So our mind tricks us in so many ways and keeps us in illusion. Do not obey to your mind, but command your mind to obey to you. That is what the sages do. So we with our mind should surrender to the Lord. Otherwise, we can hear Yamaraja and his torturing servants ready to really take you, and they are laughing loud. Yemana dumi bam bhute chaki jeng tomara dekhiya samana kinkara khate tali diya khase. This is the Gogul Bhajan tune, by the way. Oh mind, how can you forget? You are in illusion. Remember this. Seeing you, the servants of Yamaraj, they are clapping their hands and laughing loudly because you are going to be caught under him. Ratri dine katha asad pachalam Sri Hariha hitanaro Yemana durlaba janama paiye Kisuke yekshepaharo. Oh mind, day and night you go on talking nonsenses. All kinds of nonsense. Something always other. And learning nonsenses. But you can't utter the holy names of Sri Hari, obtaining this rare human form of life. For what happiness are you losing this great opportunity? धन जनेयत आपन बोलीचे के थोर जाई बेचाते गाये रघु माने किचु ना गणिली ते किली सामन खाते. Oh mind, you consider your wealth and relatives as your own, but who will go with you when you die? Being proud of your bodily strength, you did not care for anything. And now you are stuck under the grip of Yamaraja and Lord of Death. देखिए सुनिए बुझते नारिली आसारे जानिली सारा अपना रामादा अपनी भांगिली बलनाये दोषकारा. Even after seeing and hearing you could not understand. You thought that which is empty is the essence. You broke your own head. Now tell, whose fault is that? Oh mind, whose fault is that? ये कन्नदा कन्ना ककन्न की जानी आसीते के लिते पहाड़ी ये सुख स्मरी बे गलाय जगना चढ़ी बेचा मेरे दाड़ी. You do not know whether your body will fall now or later. You don't know when you are going to die. Your body, oh mind, your body may fall down anytime. You will remember, all your so-called happiness once you are tied with the leather noose around your neck by the Yamaraja. Yamaraja is going to catch you by the noose in your nose and drag you to the hell. They are already laughing. They are loudly laughing. वदन बोरियम हरि हरि बोलम सामन तारी बेसुके कागे प्रेमानंद हरि ना बजिली काली चून तरमुके. Mind, stupid mind, hear me. Chant the holy names of Lord Hari. Constantly you chant. Run to the lotus feet of his pure devotees. Surrender to him. Wear the tulasi mala he gives, which protects you from Yamaraja. Then only you can escape the punishment of Yamaraj. This Premananda who wrote this bhajan, he says, if you do not serve Hari, O mind, then then may your face be turned black in shame. It's called tar. Tar means, the black, the road they put that, it will be smashed on your face. Then you will feel sorry later, but you can't do anything. It's already too late. So, what we should do? We should follow the Guru Parambara. A right Guru, not like any fake Gurus. Right Guru, authorized Guru, and you surrender to them, and then they will really imbibe you with the spiritual knowledge. Your illusion will go away, and then automatically devotional, the love will sprout. And then you belong to Krishna. That is all glories to Srila Gurudev. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Vanja kalpa tarupchecha kripa sindhu pevacha paditanam bhavanepyo vaishnavepyo namo namaha.